Okay, here's my first session of the week. This is my main upper body session, so I'm targeting my overhead press, trying to develop that. My goal is I want to do 100 kilos for a set of 5. My PR is 90 kilos for a set of 5, so that's going to be a long-term goal. Might take a year to get there. I'm not really sure. So I've been volumizing these again. This last session I did 4 sets of 8 with 70, and this session I've done 5 sets of 9, so I'm really happy with how quickly this is coming along. Next week I'm going to go for 5 sets of 10, and then I'm probably going to drop to... I'm going to go crazy next week, kind of bury myself a little bit. Then the following week drop to 80 kilos and probably start with a 3x5 and then just work up to a 5x10 with 80 kilos. And then once I've done that, however long that takes, I will then start to try and peak my overhead press and see what I can do. My behind the neck press has gone up to last session I did 2 sets of 9, I think, with 50 kilos. I'm doing 3 sets of 10 today, and these almost felt too easy. I don't know, all the overhead work almost felt too easy. It's really interesting. My last upper body session was Thursday, it's Monday today, so those 3 days off, and the way the amount of volume I'm getting in is building. I'm recovering really, really quickly on a week-to-week basis, but also as the sets and reps go up, it's probably going to follow more of like a monthly scheme almost too. So I did 5 sets of 10 neutral grip pull-ups to supersetted with all the overhead work. Now this part of the session, things got really challenging. Last time I did these, I did 2 sets of 8 and a set of 7. Today I did 2 sets of 7 and a set of 6. So this is my dumbbell strength and my incline. Actually, my incline bench is okay if I get my delts involved, but my incline bench, based off of my chest strength, the way the dumbbells target it is a big weakness for me. And yeah, you can see I'm slinging around quite a bit overhead for volume work. And yeah, these were really fucking difficult. Even I had Gojira playing as well. I pulled out all the stops, but yeah, just pushing this deep into the workout, I had nothing basically. Then this is my secondary row kind of variation. I'm going to do a bent over row and allow for a little bit more body English, because these are going to be strict because there's no real way to cheat these. And yeah, I did 3 sets of 12 on these. I was feeling pretty gassed as well from all the back work. It did add up. It didn't feel that bad. I felt like I could have, because I was supersetting it, I was doing 5 sets of 10, but interspersed between, it would be 8 sets of overhead work with the press and the behind the neck press combined. So I was resting like 5 minutes between the sets of pull-ups, so I felt like I could have just kept doing those. But by the time I got to this part of the workout and the rest times dropped a bit and I was that much more tired, yeah, I started really feeling it. But yeah, you can see as well my arms are growing, which is, I'm pleased with that. So another thing with the overhead press now, when I'm at the bottom position, there's almost a trampoline effect from the bicep compression with my forearms. So that gives me a bit more pop out the bottom, just from my own body basically bouncing the weight back. Then finally I did this kind of giant set for arms. This completely went to shit. The arm work went well, but I was doing sets of 10 for the upright rows and my forearms are so pumped I had to keep dropping the bar, and I just did 2 sets of 8, and the second set of 8 was better than this first one I've recorded. But yeah, the body English was getting a bit retarded. I could still feel it in my traps, but at that point I don't think I was achieving much apart from just keeping a horrible forearm pump going. And yeah, these are coming along all right. I just added a rep to... Yeah, I added a rep to the curls and a rep to the behind the neck tricep extensions this session. I don't know, I've got in my spreadsheet that I just did one set of this at the end of last workout, which might be true actually, because I was feeling a bit, it's weird, I was feeling gassed after 4 sets on the overhead press and 2 sets on the behind the neck press. And today I've done so much more, and I did this little circuit 2 times through. So I don't know, I'm definitely getting used to it. I don't know if that was a mistake on the planner and I just forgot to write down that I did it a second time, but I also wouldn't be surprised if I just did it through once. So if that's the case, that's good progress. The only thing I'm gonna address and keep an eye on is that dumbbell incline bench, because I do want that to progress. Otherwise, I don't have enough. I've got dips and I've got that incline bench, but that's with a narrow grip on my secondary day. So I don't really have too much kind of good chest work like that. So I'm hoping next session, because I'm going to keep the sets the same but just up the reps, I might have a little bit more in the tank and get back to 2 sets of 8 and a set 7, and at least tie last week's performance next week. Otherwise, I don't know, I might experiment with just chucking in like a big pump set to try and get something for the chest at the end of the session.